What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ace, and we are here today to play some XDEFIANT, the new game from Ubisoft. I'd say it's a cross between Call of Duty and maybe a bit of Apex and I guess Overwatch, like ability-wise, but it is probably primarily for the Call of Duty scene. I feel just the way it plays. In the first beta I played, which was on NA servers, which was terrible to play on, but we have OCE servers now. So this is the technical, I guess, version of the OCE beta version. So guys, I'm pumped up to play this and see how it goes. Here we can even find any servers. It should be a really good time, trying out the new mechanics of a new game, and maybe hopefully this could be not the Call of Duty killer at all. I think it's just it's just another market that people who play Call of Duty can enjoy this type of game. So here we go, guys, hopping into XDEFIANT. We are also going to be playing on the new Mojo M2 by Mad Cats. Thank you very much, Mad Cats. So we'll be hopefully trying to click heads with this bad boy. It's a wireless gaming mouse, very lightweight, perfect for you FPS pro gamers. It probably won't do well for me because I'm not a pro gamer, and I actually usually use the Rat 8. This big beast, which I love the Rat 8, but we're going to give the Mojo M2 a go. Who knows, I could be converted to a small mouse, so we'll see how it goes, guys. Go check this bad boy out. It is wireless, but it also can be wired, so yeah, guys, let's get into it. So guys, we are just going to do a little review on what we think of XDEFIANT. So the pros and the cons. This is going to be as constructive as we can be. So we've got some gameplay in the background. This is from probably around the middle of the most current beta. Just starting out. I will be releasing some awesome sniper montages next week. But yeah, we're just going to have a look. Discuss things that I liked, disliked, maybe they can improve on, or things I hope that they don't change. So hopping straight into it, I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. There isn't too many things I dislike about it at a base level. So I'm not going to comment on, say, the issues that have to do with lag or desync or not finding games, stuff like that, because that's just stuff that happens in betas, and they're such minor things that we know that will have to be 100% fixed. Like, they're no-brainers. They're things that developers aren't going to ignore. They know they have to fix them. They're things that we shouldn't have to tell them to fix. So I did experience things that a lot of people have genuinely complained about, like desync and ghost bullets, and I'm going around a wall and I'm still dying even though it shouldn't be wall bangable, or I've died after bullets have been shot. We know these things are going to happen in betas. Obviously, when I first started in the beta, I had the Echo 5 or Echo 3 or Echo 6, all those things. We all had those issues, and they fixed them. They were really responsive. Number one thing I can say that they have not done wrong is their communication with the community has been incredible. From the developers to the main Twitter page, to Mark himself, like tweeting out, liking, retweeting, getting involved in the community, playing the game himself, Twitch drops, all that through the beta. The communication has been incredible, and they can't slow down on that. They need to keep that up, because a lot of games, let's just say their main competitor, and we all know it, is Call of Duty. These are Call of Duty developers. People from the Call of Duty scene have made this game, but obviously under a new IP. Communication is not a strong suit, especially when it comes to criticism of the game from Call of Duty. The fact that these developers and creators are responding to our critiques and being involved with our disappointments or things that we love is fantastic. So I hope that they keep that up. Fantastic. Don't stop doing that. But like I said, I'm not going to critique the desync and the lags and those errors, because that's what happens in betas. This is a mass beta. They've had over 1 million or even more. I forget the number, but it's an obscene amount of people who got involved in a beta, and there's probably things that they didn't expect that would be found, because it comes in with a mass amount of players. Things start to get seen a lot more, and get talked about a lot more, which you don't see as much when you're doing small internal betas. Okay, we'll start with pros. Things that I like about the game. Gunplay feels really good. Like the shooting, just about, it reminds me of the old, COD 4. like when COD 4 came out. It feels like that, especially when I'm using the M4. The M4 feels like the COD 4 M4. Something about it just feels really good. Not stupid amount of recoil, really clean to use, not too punishing, but enough. You hit your headshots, you beam them in 2 seconds. You hit your chest shots, it's still pretty good. And if you don't hit your chest to head, you get punished for it, because if a better player comes up against you, they'll beat you. I like that. It comes down to gunplay, not about all, you know, having the best attachments. Moving into attachments, it's good that they don't have 58,000 attachments. It's just your simple 5 to 6 attachments for every sort of platform of the gun, you know, from your scope to your stock to your grip to your barrel. You know, they've got a limited amount, so you're not confused. You know, they've all got their upsides and their downsides, and you can build a strong gun for what you need to do. But there isn't one that is just like, this is the one you have to use. There are certain builds that are good, but like, they haven't got, you're not, like, your brain isn't melting and looking at all these different stat changes. So I hope they don't change that either. Focus on, you know, the 5 to 6 good attachments per gun, per platform, like the section of the gun. And then just bring out some banger cosmetics and don't change it. Focus on good maps, good gunplay, maybe some new characters to come out, as long as they're not broken. But don't bring in broken guns or broken attachments. Stick to how it is. Just bring in new guns and, you know, develop those attachments onto those guns. You don't need 58,000 attachments. That's dumb. Characters wise, abilities, I like them very much. I think they all have their good counters. If I'm being honest, I've been playing one character the entire time, and he has the shield wall and the defensive bubble. I use him as an aggressive player, which is good to see, because, you know, at a base level he looks like a defensive player, but I'm using him in an aggressive way, which is really, really good. Like, I have variety with no matter which character I'm using. But the good thing about it, or agent I'd say, they have counters. So you have the cleaners, that guy that comes in with the flame bomb. He'll just drop in on my bubble and flame the shit out of me, and then I'm out, and he's countered me straight away. So having counters so far, they seem like they're working really well. So I'm really enjoying the characters and the variety they're having them. Granted, I have seen, like you just saw then, that character there seems to be being used a lot. So I would say that this beta is going really well, in the fact that some players, and they're going to be able to tell that some agents are being used a lot, which means that they may have to be nerfed. So then, you know, players start to look at other agents that they can use. So I like the abilities. They all seem to be working really well. And the reason for running the game is really solid. What else do I like? Maps. I'm liking the maps. The lanes are really solid. I'm liking the sort of 3-laney in a way, but the structure of them is really good. I can't say which maps I like. Like I said, guys, I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not going into the Reddit forums checking out what's going on. I'm not looking at the patch notes. This is from a base level, just a casual player who's somewhat maybe good at the game, who comes in and who just wants to have a good time. This is what it's for, people who just want to have a good time. This isn't targeted at all the pro elite gamers. Yeah, this game can live or die on the esports scene, but their money is coming from the casuals. So the casuals need to be able to enjoy the game. And at the moment, I am really enjoying the game. The maps are solid, the guns are good, the abilities are good, the agents are solid. They're hitting all the marks. The communication is awesome. The graphics I'm liking. They're not super amazing, but there's some moments where I'm like, this looks really nice. It's like an in-between Division and COD. It's not all the way COD, but it's not a little, I mean, I know Division is amazing. It looks really good, but just something about it reminds me of Division graphics a bit too. But yeah, the graphics seem solid, which make it accessible to a wide range of systems. So from your different people who can afford different range of quality PCs, to your Xbox, to your PlayStations. So it's got a very broad range for access for multiple people with different incomes who can't afford high ends, which is good as well. I mean, we're here to have a good time. We're not here to be blown away by graphics. Go, oh, that looks pretty. But, you know, majority of the people who get to a higher level turn the graphics down to 0 anyway. And even your casuals who are Googling or YouTubing, how can I, you know, be a better player? They'll YouTube those videos and they'll all say to turn your graphics down to get more FPS, which is always the base level start. So graphics isn't the be all and end all. So to be able to have, you know, the graphics not blown out the water, but still have really good FPS is a win. What's another great thing about the game? UI seems really good. Really simple, really accessible, attaching guns, all those, you know, the accessories that you need, from your scopes to your optics, to your stock, to your grip, to your mag. It's all very simple. The stats are all there. There's not all these stupid numbers in your face where you're just like, I don't know what to do. You almost don't have to go and YouTube a build. You can understand what you got to do to your gun to get the right build for you easily. It's not just, you know, a puzzle box thrown at you. So I like that. I'm finding, I mean, a lot of the stock guns that they gave us to be really solid. I mean, I've been running the stock M4 that was given to me 90% of the time, and then I switched to the car, more or less the car 98 sniper to have some sniper montage, and that thing is a beast as well. So I haven't found a huge reason to customize my gun too much, which to some people that might be a con, but I might find it a pro because it shows that, you know, maybe I don't have to YouTube the best attachments or the best, you know, setup for my guns to be able to get involved in the game. No skill-based matchmaking. Love it. I understand the reason behind skill-based matching, and I get it. I understand why, you know, some people think it should be there, but in reality, it's pointless unless you've got a billion people playing the game, and you know, and there's a very good range of players and skill level playing the game, so they can match you up properly. But in reality, it just doesn't work. And I think that's why I've been having so much fun in, you know, in the pugs, is because there's no skill-based matchmaking. I'm finding I'm topping most of my games, majority of them, or I'm somewhere in the middle. And also the games have been, I've had a lot of really close games. I haven't had a lot of whitewashes, you know, I'm not winning all my matches either. Like there've been I've had so many 1-point wins or losses, and that's extremely fun. Like to have that, where in other games like Call of Duty, I might be getting absolutely shat on, and that's just not fun. And multiple times, not even just playing with mates who might have a higher KD than me, I'm going to game and getting shat on and people are leaving, and it's just not fun. So that's another aspect of this game. It's really fun. Cosmetics wise, finding that seems to be working pretty well. The progression through the battle pass has been pretty solid, maybe a tiniest bit slow, but I mean, it could just be because I'm smashing it every single night. Maybe it feels like a bit of a grind because I'm playing a lot of the same maps and stuff over and over again, but I didn't keep track of it too well, but it, you know, it could go maybe just the tiniest bit faster, but it felt really solid. We'll see when the full battle pass releases. Their roadmap looks really good, so we'll see how that goes. Apart from that, it's been really, really good. The maps have been solid. There's not a lot I can fault in the pure gameplay side of things. Now we're going to go into the cons. Now, the cons for this game, like I said, I'm not going to be nitpicking on the servers or the ghost bullets or just that janky stuff that's, you know, stuff that we know that should 100% be fixed before the game launch, or stuff that, you know, is not a thing that they're choosing not to fix due to people saying they like it. It's just a dumb thing that needs to be fixed. One of my biggest cons, just for me personally, that I was finding the most frustration with, was the grenades. I find them super inconsistent. I find the base frag grenade weird that it doesn't roll out enough. It's like I don't feel the need to have a sticky grenade unless I'm specifically wanting to stick on a wall. But like if I wanted to stick at the ground, I can still use a frag grenade. It doesn't roll out enough. It like goes and then dies. I don't get enough. If I want to do sort of bounce grenade shots, it doesn't have enough physics to bounce off the wall and go to where I want it to go. It sort of dies in its ass. The way they throw is really weird too. They don't seem to really go. Like, I feel like Call of Duty grenade physics are really good. I would like them to be more like that. That's the one thing I think Call of Duty has in this game quite comfortably, is the grenade physics. and also the circumference of the grenade physically in the game. So and this can't be a me thing because I played many FPS games and played almost every single COD there is, and even other like PUBG, which is one of the most jankiest games. Grenade physics also seem to be good in those games, and the size of the grenade is all 1-to-1. But when I'm throwing over a ledge here, I'll see the grenade in front of me, and from my perspective, it's cleared that ledge. Like there's a clear, good amount of daylight between the ledge and the grenade. Yet it'll bounce back towards me or won't go. And sometimes there's been a lot of delays with grenade throws. So I don't know if that's a server thing, but I've gotten that pretty much consistently with every single nade I've gone to throw over a ledge or around a corner or whatever. When there's clear daylight between the grenade and the wall or the structure, it has hit that structure and bounced back at me. I need that to be fixed because I love my grenades and I do a lot of yeeting, and that just ruins the experience for me with the grenades. It's a pure frustration because then it puts me out of position because the grenade bounces back at me, and then I have to run away, and then I'll die because my own grenade has somehow bounced back at me. Another con would have to be finding the movement feels good, like when you're not some crackhead who's using a controller, bouncing and ducking and weaving and diving and dodging all over the place, and it's ridiculous. I get it, it's a game and it shouldn't be completely like realistic one for one, you know, but like it's too much, and I just need it toned down just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit, because it feels, I've seen some clips and it's happened to me. Some of the movement's been quite crazy. Again, it could be a server thing. Sometimes they feel like they look like they're teleporting, but they're not. It could just be because the movement's that cracked. Or sometimes it feels like they're skipping a frame a little bit, like a camera braking. I don't know. But I didn't like it, and it came more frustrating when I knew I had a guy and he's just literally zigzagging side to side, jumping around crazy. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, it's a skill issue, whatever. It's just, I've seen a lot of clips, people saying the movement's a bit too crazy, but whatever. That's just like a thing. These are personal views on the game. Everyone's, you know, has their own opinions. This is just what I feel needs to be changed. There are some maps that feel like they just have way too many windows or access points. I know it's good to have different routes to be able to get to certain areas, because if someone's choke pointing or holding you off, you know, it's good. It stops spawn camping and trapping. But in some maps, there's just way too many access points. I would like maybe those access points, if they're going to have them, have doors or have where you have to open them, so there's a bit more time where you're not just running through. Like if there is a side access to get to a certain area, you should be punished for having to take that side access because you're not good enough to get through the main route. So have a door that takes longer to open, or, you know, so there's a clear sound, so then the enemy team, oh, they are coming through the side access, let's rotate, and then, you know, opens up the main route and stuff like that. Like a bit more variety in how you get there, and, you know, not having it be so easy to have so many different routes. Apart from that, there isn't too many that I've been disappointed with. Oh, one crazy one. When you get invited by a friend, you have the option to press T to accept or Y to say no. Now, who the hell chose those letters? Why T to accept their friend request or the invite, and why Y to say no? The amount of times that, I think I did it 4 times in a row, like literally in a 10-second space. The guy invited me 4 times, and I pressed Y 4 times and I declined it. And I'm like, oh shit, sorry dude, I've declined you 4 times. Because it's instinct to press Y. Like in every single planet in the universe, it would be, if they had like the alphabet, it would press Y to accept an invite. It just blew my mind. So please just change that. I know it's so minor, but fix that. Y for yes, N for no. It's a done deal. Just do it. Quality of life, you know, that's what we want. I would like the mini map to be naturally a little bit bigger, rather than having to go into like the configs or into the files to change the mini map to be bigger. It doesn't seem big enough or clear enough to show me what I need to see. I want, I know there's a lot of these things I might say that are probably going to be coming out soon, but it's just things that weren't in here and I'm going to bring them up. I want a play of the game. So the player who's the best player in the game, give him the player of the game. Now don't just make it the last kill, just make it what the game registers as best play. So it could be, you know, a couple of kills in a row that'll, you know, there's got to be an algorithm behind it how it judges what's the player of the day. Surely if he's a good enough player, he would have something like a double kill somewhere. If not, it can be his last kill, but it should always be the play of the game. Worst case, his last kill of the game. I want an S&D mode. Need the S&D mode, need that. So get that in there ASAP. I would like a kill cam. I want to see how the guy killed me and if he was doing something suspect or not. I need a kill cam. Obviously, you'll be able to skip that, but we need kill cams. In ranked, you don't have kill cam because, you know, it's a higher level. You shouldn't be able to know where the guy is. But when it's pubs, you know, the guy's just camping in a spot over and over and over. You know, you want to be able to know where was he, where did I die from, and it's a learning curve. You want to learn, okay, that's a good spot to see it or a good spot to be, or maybe he moved better than me, and you can learn off that. But in ranked, you shouldn't be learning too much. You should be going there with your skill, you know, just against other players. So no kill cam in ranked, but kill cam, death cam, whatever you want to call it, needs to be in pubs. Apart from that, there isn't too many other cons I can think of. It's, you know, they're pretty basic. There's minor things that, you know, I'll probably find along the way on the full release or when I'm playing the game further in beta. But yeah, man, like everything's been really, really solid. I can't wait to see what they do with cosmetics and skins when they come in the game, having more variety in that sort of aspect. Yeah guys, so I hope you like this pretty base level review for the, I guess you call it the main second beta. It wasn't really open, but it felt open because there was so many keys dropped out. But great work so far by Ubisoft and, you know, the people behind XDEFIANT. You've all done a really good job. Hope you guys continue it, but please, you have to focus on the esports scene because that's what's going to drive your viewership. And then also allow anyone and everyone to run tournaments. Doesn't matter how big or how small. Just obviously you guys want to run the main tournaments, but let people, if they want to run tournaments, don't make it so they have to freaking email you and ask you, is it okay to run a tournament? Just let them run it, because trust me, it is free promotion for your game. If you want, you know, you can, you know, say, oh, just shoot us an email, but you're allowed to do it. But we just want to have the email because we want to know if we want to get involved, but never stop them from running it. Like I said, it's free promotion. Get behind all nations, especially OCE. I mean, I think a lot of us in OCE are really loving it. If you do run majors or events, bring one to Australia. You will not regret it. If anything's to go by literally even just now, the Live Golf event that happened in Adelaide, it's the biggest golf event that Live have held. Like, it smashed all the other previous events. So it just shows you when you have a new, fresh, different product coming into a scene, people will accept it. And if you bring it into Australia, we'll prove to you that it's worth it. So bring your global events here. You will not regret it. We have 2 incredible venues at the moment that, you know, that would be perfect for, obviously, Sydney Fortress and Melbourne Fortress. But if you want something bigger, you obviously have an obscene amount of stadiums that you can pick from, and, you know, convention centers. So yeah. Please, yeah, do allow us to have events or host events here. But yeah, guys, please go like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. I've got a sick sniper montage coming up, and it's actually the one time I've actually enjoyed sniping. Go give Mad Cats a follow as well. Obviously, through these clips and through the montage you're going to see coming up, you know, I did pretty well with the sniper. I'm pretty impressed with myself using the Mojo M2, so that was cracked. And also, guys, go check out Intel XD. They're going to be dropping all the news, updates, gun loadouts, anything you think of to do with XDEFIANT. They are the place to be to get all that information. So you want to be the best player, you want to know the most about the game, you want to see the best clips, you want all the information you can get about the game. Or you just want, you know, questions like, you know, for helping, you know, if the game's a bit broken, something's not working out for you, you're getting crashes, whatever, these guys can help you. So go give them a follow, check out their Twitter, and get into their Discord as well. Once again, guys, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Peace out, fam.